you can start whenever you want.
Well, I'm Sister Helen Prejean, and I've been working on the death penalty issue since I would mark the date, April 5th, 1984, when I walked out of the killing chamber in Louisiana and then watched a man, Patrick Saunier, be electrocuted to death by the state. Came outside, middle of the night, threw up, and then knew my mission. Because I remember thinking clear as a bell out there in the dark, outside the Louisiana State Penitentiary gates, the people are never going to get close to this. I've been a witness, I got to tell the story. And I did that in Dead Man Walking. And I bring you over to both sides. You got to go to both sides. Because what holds the death penalty up is there's some murders so unspeakably terrible that as a society we got to ask for death. And the only ones are the most powerful witnesses that can help us to get through that question without deciding on death are murder victims' families that stand up among us, people we know who have their loved ones killed, their mothers killed, their sisters killed, their children, and they stand up and they say to us, "Not in my name." When New Jersey 4 years ago did away with the death penalty by the legislature, they repealed it. Part of the powerfulness of what helped that happen was 62 murder victims' families testified to them and said, "Don't kill for us." And here in Texas, we know that Texas now is in diminishment of its practice of the death penalty. Harris County, that used to get how many death sentences a year? 20, whatever, more, and for the last years have gotten 2. And one of the factors in that definitely is that now juries have to be told if they don't sentence somebody to death, that they get life without parole. And it's a huge responsibility for juries. They used to send a note to the judge, say, if we don't give the death penalty, because it was a terrible crime, we got to protect our fellow citizens. And they wouldn't answer them what the sentence would be. So the juries felt they had to give a death sentence to protect society. Now they have to be told that the alternative is life. And there is nothing more compelling than to have somebody stand before you who is a victim's family and who says, "I have lost my loved one, but I know I will not honor my mother, or I will not honor my daughter by asking for the killing of the one who killed them, because they were loving people, and I will dishonor them by asking for the death of the person who killed them." And murder victims' families here for reconciliation, Murder Victims' Families for Reconciliation here in Texas is making its mark. And you can see the effect in the people. I actually love Texan people. I have been in and out of Texas a lot. And I know Texas has the worst track record in terms of actually killing people. It's like 491, 492. I've been in the killing chamber. And it's interesting that in the killing chamber in Texas, you have 3 witnessing sections. And one is for the witnesses for the state. Everybody looks at the gurney. It's in a well. The witnesses for the state are behind a one-way glass, so they look out at the gurney. They're here as official witnesses for the state to witness this act of what we call justice, what we have to do. And then up to the left of where the person be executed is strapped down, up there's another window that looks out where representatives of the family go. And the third witnessing chamber has a plate of glass in front of it, and its position is right in front of the face of the one who's being killed. And it's where mothers have stood with their hand against that glass to watch as the state kill their child. And everything in us knows that we can do better than this. The death penalty is in a way a profound act of despair as a society. The only thing we know to do is to imitate the killing of the one who did the crime. And where else in the criminal justice system do we ever do that? Where we let the behavior of the criminal determine how we act, because the death penalty is about us. And nobody is helping us recognize that more than victims' families that stand up and call us to our truest, deepest selves to be people of life and not to imitate the killing.